Hello everybody, today I'm gonna finally build my home gym. I'm gonna take you through the entire process, everything I'm gonna do, as well as all the equipment I'm gonna have inside. It's gonna be a budget-friendly gym, so you can take ideas as well. I'm training in my bedroom all this time, I'm filming in my bedroom, so I know how it feels to train in a pretty small space. This is where I was training and filming. This is my bed, my lights. This is where my camera was, my computer where I do all the editing and I study. And this is where my equipment was, and it is. But look how much space I had for the videos. Just this square. Like 1 meter by one only, but I like filming, I like creating videos, so I was still creating videos. But now with a bigger gym, I'm gonna be able to produce a lot better videos. So let's get into it. I wore my bad clothes. I wear them every time I want to paint or something, so that's why they are pretty bad. And my old pajama, and I'm ready to firstly fill the holes and fix everything, and then I'm gonna get to painting. So let's go. I have finally filled, I think, most of the holes. I'm done with them. Now I have to wait a bit so that it gets more dry. But to save up some time because the sun's going down, I'm gonna start doing the detail work. Unfortunately, this is still not dried, any of the white stuff I put on the wall to cover the walls, so I'm gonna start painting the actual walls and not the details, and I hope in an hour or something it's gonna get dried so that I can scrub it off, make it soft, and then paint it again. And of course, I haven't even started yet, and I just ruined the floor. I'm gonna scrape that off in the end. But yeah, I'm not the cleanest person, I have to be honest. The time finally has come. It finally got dried, so have to get to work. I just finished scraping off the putty from the wall, so now I'm ready to start painting, and wish me luck because I'm not the best at this. I'm kind of bad, I can agree, so let's go. It got dark outside, as you can see, so I brought my filming light with me, and the wall actually doesn't look the best right now, so I hope when it dries off to look better. I just finished with the first coat. It's been like 6 hours since I started with the putty. And I have to be honest, I had the help of my girlfriend, which is behind the camera, and she's too shy to be in the video. And now I have to, as you can see, do the second coating. And yeah, I've been working the room since the morning because I had to clean the stuff from here and get them out of here, bring them to my brother's room. So I'm gonna let it dry now, see how it is, and then apply the second coat. Hope I sleep tonight. We finally finished painting. Now it's time to wait for it to dry off. But of course, we want to be optimal like our training. So while waiting for it, we are gonna clean everything up, especially the ground is a mess. Let's go clean. I'm gonna have to use that. And of course, no, I don't know how to use it. I was forced to use it when I was in army, but I wasn't really good at it, so. The room is finally cleaned. just finished everything. It's 10 o'clock at night. I've been doing this non-stop for more than 8 hours. I haven't even eaten yet, but now is the time to bring all the equipment inside, and I'm gonna explain you why I have each one and if it's worth buying it for you. So let's get the equipment. I'm very hyped to start getting everything set up. I finally brought everything in the home gym, and let me explain you everything about all the equipment. So first things first, one of the first equipments I ever bought was these ones right here. I know you're gonna tell me these are not equipments, they are just bands. Trust me, they helped me a lot. When I was in army, I only had a pull-up bar and a bench, not a real bench like that. It was a sitting bench. So I bought these bands and they helped me a lot when I wanted to do some bicep curls, like shoulders, triceps. I use them to make push-ups more difficult and even pull-ups. I had them on a rock, so they helped me a lot by having harder progressions when I didn't really have any weights. And relatively to their price, they can help you a lot. About their price, I think these ones, the big ones, cost me around 10 or 22 of them, and the smaller ones, they are like 4 or 5 euros. Then the second equipment I bought was this one, which it doesn't really help that much, but for me personally, it helped me a lot because I have a lot of pains with my wrists, and it helped me a lot when I started learning planche and with push-ups and all those calisthenics skills. They cost me around 450. I'm talking in euros, everything. So they were extremely cheap. The second thing I bought, and it was a game changer, was these parallels. Not only because you can do dips, you can do literally anything with them. You can go from dips to exercises for your back, like these ones. You can do exercises for your triceps, for your biceps. You can do a lot of things with these ones right here. Overrows, dips, triceps, biceps, anything you can think of, you can do them with these ones right here. So I think it's one of the best investments you can do. I bought them second hand for about 60 euros, but I think now you can buy them even new for the same price. So feel free to get them. Nothing sponsored, by the way, of course. I have only 300 subs. Nobody's sponsoring me. So yeah, you can find a local store and get the best equipment in the best prices that you want. Now, what about pull-ups and all of these things? When I started, I had a door pull-up bar, but now I gave it to a friend of mine, which I helped building his physique. And now I got this half rack right here. It actually helped me a lot in my journey because it's not only a pull-up bar, but it's also for bench, for squats. I also have my safety racks right here. So it helped me a lot because it was more stable. I was able to add more weights to my skills, to my exercises. So if you are not that intermediate, if you are more into the beginner state, I don't actually suggest you getting this one. You can do perfectly well with the door pull-up bar, but as you advance and get better and you need weight, then this one, it's a great choice. It actually cost me around 300 euro, but I was a bit greedy, so you can buy one, I think, for around 200. Now for this one, because the reason I bought it was to do weighted pull-ups, squats, and eventually at the end bench press, I had to buy weights. So weights was the most expensive thing for me. I bought 4 of 20, 4 of 10, and I think 4 of 2.5 and 4 of 1.25 kilos, and they cost me around 2 to 3 euro per kilo. They are pretty expensive. So if you are not that strong, you can use a backpack. This is what I was using as well, an old backpack filled with bottle of waters and books. As you learn things and you get better at your strength training, weights are unfortunately essential, so they cost me quite some money. And this one right here, the bench press, one of my latest purchases. I got it for 220 second hand. My girlfriend brought it to me, to my house. And yeah, it's a typical bench press. You can do bench press, tricep work, bicep work, anything you can think of, you can do it with a bench press. And if I suggest it to you, well, if you are a beginner or you are not training for years, you are training only for 1 or 2 years, you can be pretty good with these ones and a door pull-up bar. But when you eventually get a lot stronger and you want to have more of a variety and you have the money to buy the weights as well, because unfortunately it goes the bench with the weights, you can't have a bench without weights, then I can of course suggest you buying this. Now for the bench and the squats, I of course needed a bar. It cost me 60 euro. It's not an Olympic bar, and the reason that it's not an Olympic bar is because it's a lot cheaper and my weights are not Olympic weights, so it suits perfectly with this bar. It's pretty good, especially for 60 euros. Perfect for me. I can do all the exercise I want. I also have two other bars, but I don't know their price because my sister gave them to me. So yeah. The next equipment I have are these parallels right here. Are they needed? Of course not. I bought them because I started getting better with my planche and I wanted more range of motion and I wanted something a bit better because these ones were pretty cheap ones. So I got these ones because I just like them. They cost me around 50 euro. They are pretty good. I like them. So that's it. If you are not doing any planche and any hard skills that need more range of motion or something like that, you don't actually need them. And the last equipment I bought is the deep station. The reason I bought it is because I started getting into more heavy dips. When I started having 80 kilos on my belt, and I also have this belt which cost me around 20 euro. So when I got stronger with my dips, I started adding 80, 90 kilos on my dips. It was hard doing them on the normal parallels because they were shaking a lot, and I wanted something that was easier to load because if you load on the ground, you have a lot of difficulty, but if you instead have a proper station with the right dimensions, it's a lot safer and easier. So it cost me around 150 euro. It's a custom made. I ordered it from a person I know that does these things. It suits perfectly on my body type so that I can maximize my deep strength. So this is my home gym. I hope you liked it. I am pretty tired, but the only thing I know for sure is that you're gonna see a lot of videos from now on. You're gonna see me train and explain new things to you now that I finally have the space to film. If you like this video and you want to know how I warm up, feel free to watch this video right here. It's basically me warming up like I usually do and having a chill training session. So feel free to click it.